So some of you actually did express interest in hearing my thoughts on Super Mario Bros. Wonder, so I decided I'd do the video on it. Out the gate, I want to say, it's a good game. It's fun, the level design's good, it's much more focused than a lot of the recent 2D Marios had been, and feels like the right direction the series needed to take, sort of like how Zelda became so, distilled and sterile after a while that they had to, after Skyward Sword, go to Breath of the Wild, just take it in a very different direction in order to kind of reinvent the series and refocus, kind of like what I was talking about in my video on Thousand Year Door yesterday. But man, when this game was announced and first came out, people were really acting like this was like the second coming, okay? I think it's a good game, but I gotta be honest, by the time I finished it, it didn't wow me to the point where I was like, that's one of the best games I ever played. I was just like, that was a very solid game. I get it was very refreshing for, the new Super Mario Brothers look to kind of be retired after, 15, 16 years or something? And I get it, it's very refreshing and it's nice that they're finally getting away from that. But just solely looking at this game on its own terms and not in the context within the larger Mario series, I thought it was good. It falls victim to the thing every Mario game does, where it's very much on the easier side and then the last level is actually what challenges you. I can appreciate the dedication Nintendo has to now getting every player across the finish line, but I don't know, I could have done with some more optional, much more difficult levels. Especially seeing as the game takes a more open approach to allowing players to skip much more levels than they were able to previously in the series. I think it could have done with some more variance in the difficulty. And it's not a perfect game, but I don't think it needed to be. I think it just needed to be something different from New Super Mario Bros., and that's all people really wanted from it anyway. Seriously though, I'm not knocking it. I did really enjoy it, and the visuals are very appealing, and it was fun. And that's what makes me say solid game. I also get why they made all of the characters play the same way, but I really could have done with some more variance in the playstyles. I wish it was toggleable whether they had special alternative abilities or not, because as is, it's a very light complaint because that would be asking for a lot more work when the goal was to just let people have a cosmetic change if they desired it. The one thing I wish was a bit stronger were the Wonder Flowers. I know everyone went gaga for these, but I gotta tell you, I found a lot more of the concepts that they introduced to stages to be more interesting over fun oftentimes. I did enjoy quite a few of them, but I'm just saying, when you're putting one of these in every level, they're bound to not all be the most crazy things ever. They're all very inventive and creative, and I'll give them that. Just in terms of actual gameplay, the variance of fun kind of got to be more diverse than I think they were intending it to be. The badges are a fun enough addition that add enough variance in the gameplay to make it more fun, but I think they could have done with adding a few more badges, but again, they added plenty. This game was praised to the high heavens and was even a Game of the Year nominee last year, and I gotta be honest, I just don't get it. I really enjoyed it, I thought it was very solid, but that's what I thought it was, a solid game. I think what's really elevating this for people is the context it's surrounding it, which, I don't think is necessarily an incorrect way to approach your view and assessment of it. Art is made in the context of which it's made, that's what produces it, really. For me, however, I'm just gonna say I liked it, and I'm feeling like a good 7 out of 10 on this one. Heresy, I know, but you all wanted to know. Let me know if there's other games you want to hear me talk about. I saw some people talk about Pikmin, Sonic, all that, and I'll probably do videos on those eventually. Alright, take it easy.